What's up guys, my name is Dan and I am a magician, a mind reader and a TV consultant for some of the biggest magic acts you will see on TV. That's from America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, literally been around the world making stuff look cool. We're going to do reaction videos today because I love reaction videos, and we're going to react to one of the acts on Britain's Got Talent called The Brotherhood. Now the difference in all the reaction videos is actually I was one of the Brotherhood this year. So the video you're about to see, I'm in that video with a mask on doing the magic. Now I thought we'd watch it and I'll talk you through step by step what's going on, what we were feeling, and how it might have been a little bit different to what we actually filmed. Plot twist on this, so it was actually me and two of my friends. I'm not going to say who my friends were that did it. We wrote this probably in about 3 days on the back of a cigarette packet. Britain's Got Talent contacted me and said, do you fancy doing something this year? So she went, hey, yeah, let's do it, but let's put a mask on, let's do some cool stuff. And this is the result. It was interesting, so let's just let's crack on. I love that. I'm gonna start that. Just it's freaky. He's not even done anything. Just walked on with the mask, but it's got the balaclava on.
Hello. Hello.
Awkwardly, so the watermelons. You kind of hit Britain's Got Talent with a list of what you need to be on TV. Didn't get watermelons, so cue us on a drive to Manchester. I think we left at like 5 in the morning to get up there, scrambling around Tesco's trying to find 6 watermelons. Man, they're expensive. They're like £3 each just to cut them up.
That's pretty scary, isn't it?
It's pretty scary. I'm kind of gutted they cut this bit out. So like I said, I'm going to go through this as and when we go along, and we're just going to see exactly what's different to what we filmed. Now, number 2, Masked Man number 2 that come on there, he did an incredible cartwheel kind of backflip thing, and they've cut it from production, which is quite annoying. But
we are Brotherhood. Welcome to our game of mystery with this sword.
Wow. Also, another note, we didn't have any of these voiceovers over the top of it. This whole thing was done silently, mimed. We had different music playing. So it's quite interesting to see that what we did isn't actually what is being portrayed on this show right now. They've edited it, they've cut it quite a lot. I think if you look in the background, there's also a man with another watermelon there, just in case it all went wrong. Madness. It's me there. Oh, the other thing, a lot of people said this was false, but if you notice on that screen, just on here right now, I've got my stab-proof vest on, just in case it all went a bit bad.
The game is simple. Under one of 4 boxes will be a sword.
That's me. Now Simon at the moment doesn't realise that he's behind him.
Where the sword is hidden.
And it's interesting, we'll come back to this lady in about a minute. So you can see Simon just realised then one of us is stood behind him, a bit terrified. So I'm stood with the sword at the moment and I can't see anything out of my eyes. Literally, I cannot see anything out of what's going on. I know that I've called Deck to come on stage and I've got to give him the sword and make sure he then takes it off of me. But if you ever want to know what pressure's like, it's worrying that you're going to cut Deck off of Ant Deck, because it's not good. It's a moneymaker.
Take the sword and place it upright under one of the boxes.
Now in the rehearsals, Deck didn't know anything that was going on, so you don't actually get to rehearse with Ant and Deck. So genuinely, the confusion you're seeing on his face right now is actually what it's a real reaction. None of this was staged. A lot of people said it was, but none of this was staged. No, he didn't know what was going to happen. He didn't know what was expected.
We cannot see which box you choose.
And I couldn't see anything either because the mask was really small.
As it's Series 13, choose wisely.
Good luck.
Simon, you will decide which boxes we fall into.
That's it. So we're walking Simon on stage. That's my boy walking Simon on stage. And the biggest worry we had was actually pulling him off the stage. Again, these masks, you couldn't see anything out of them at all. Like, we got the masks on the morning of the show, so it's quite worrying.
Deck. This blindfold will prevent you from seeing which boxes Simon picks. Simon, these 4 envelopes contain numbers that correspond to each box. You will pick different boxes for each of us to fall onto. As one.
I couldn't breathe. Like, I'm stood on the right. This is me here right now. I could not breathe. Like, I've done a lot of shows. I went to Afghanistan in 2018 to go and do magic for the troops out there. I've done a lot of stuff in my life, but that is the most shit scared I've ever been. Literally on that stage. You can see it in my eyes. I'm panicking right then. I'm panicking that shit, if this goes wrong.
One of the boxes contains the sword. Your choice will determine our fate. Brother, stand above
It's
your
me.
box.
Who's walking up?
Brother, stand above your box.
This is quite interesting watching this because the post edit of the voices, they've actually done it in time with the edit rather than we had a rough voiceover just saying, you know, Simon, you're going to choose these envelopes and whatever numbers you choose will stand above. But it's really good to watch it back and see just how good a job they've done at making this look good because we were a silent act, not really done it before, so it's quite cool to watch.
Simon, you have now chosen our fate.
And that was genuine. I mean, we paused it in recording. Simon genuinely just went, "What, you know, fucking is this real?" Like he was actually quite panicked.
It's best you don't watch this. And you put a sword there, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, don't try this at home.
Obviously, firstly, probably haven't got a samurai sword. Secondly, can't get the mask anymore.
Oh God.
Ah, he's gonna jump. I just want to highlight this guy looks so bored on the left here. He looks bored than anything. Sit. So that's me. That's your boy. I'm about to do the biggest Hulk Hogan leg drop you've ever seen in your life. Now, in rehearsal, we had one rehearsal for this, and actually, I fractured my heel in rehearsal. I jumped so far, I missed the crash mat that was laying down. So I've dosed myself up on a lot of painkillers. I had an ambulance man stood right on the side of me, just A, in case I jumped onto the sword, and B, in case I hurt my heel again. So that's it. Oh, another thing is this lady here. I've said we come back to her now. A really good friend of mine, another magician. Named Ashley Turner / The Trickster. Check him out. I'll put the link in the description for him because he's an incredible magician. He was on this, and that's his girlfriend, and we rehearsed on the same day. Now, his girlfriend didn't actually watch my act, but the editors have actually put it so that she's reacting to my magic, which is kind of awkward because Ash didn't make it onto the show, but instead they've used his girlfriend reacting to my act. Sorry, now wife actually got married a couple of months ago, so it's fucking awkward, but kind of just that in itself, just Hulk Hogan would be fucking proud of that leg drop. Bang!
Oh, he's jumped on box 4.
And at this moment, you're probably thinking, I actually winded myself, right? So I've not only winded myself, I've got a stab-proof vest on in case it all went fucking wrong. And I had to stand up and not act like I winded. You can see that my legs are hanging off. I'd smashed my heel on there, and I just had to give the little ambulance man a thumbs up. We're just going to rewind that like 2 seconds as well, because where are we? If we just rewind that dude, again, he just looks so bored. But there he's just like, oh, I've fucking seen this shit. No reaction. This is it, this is the big one.
That's me jumping deck.
Nice bit of slow motion. Still no reaction from a man on the next of it. Check it out. Right, going to say first I was about 8 foot high. It doesn't sound high. Try standing 8 foot falling like that, face down, maybe onto a sword. It's quite scary. Still no reaction from a man. He's just bored shitless. Simon's there with his little toothy grin. Really happy. Oh, rewinding it as well. So if you actually look, the other member of the Brotherhood, when he stands up, watch the guy in the middle, watch our man here as he stands. He went face first, took one for the cause, and literally looks like he's knocked himself out. notice the nice sword sound effect that's been added on post-edit, because you don't get that sound when you take a box off a sword, obviously. Got a nice little, really shit out there.
Is that where you put the sword? Yes. Wow.
I mean, do you know what? I'm not going to tell you how any of it was done, but that was really fun for us to do. And like I say, we wrote that kind of like probably about a week. We managed to script that, get the props, get the samurai sword. Had a little trip to Manchester, and we just kind of went along with, let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do. And never in my million years would I thought we'd get 14.5 million views, 118,000 likes. Luckily, the comments have been turned off, but it was an incredible fun thing to do. Like I say, I've been part of some of the biggest acts on America's Got Talent. I was the main consultant for Richard Jones, who won Britain's Got Talent. So we've always worked on the shows, but actually being on it, doing it yourself, nothing compared to that. It was insane. We've since then we actually got kicked off. A load of bullshit about why we got kicked off. We got kicked off the day before being on TV because our act was too dangerous, and I might do a follow-up video on why that was. But I'm going to start uploading quite regularly now, just reacting to some of the coolest videos on here, especially magic stuff, because it's kind of what I do. Peace. See you later.